welcome everybody. Hello, hello, hello. It's Erlinda Vo, the Energy Alchemist, and I'm on here with the Spa for Your Soul to do the soul frequency reading for the collective. And I am so grateful you're here. We're just going to give it a minute, see if people join us. Thanks for taking time out of your Sunday, whether it's morning, afternoon, or night. I really, really, really appreciate you very much. And I'm so excited that you're here. Okay. So, yes, you guys, how we're going to start today, welcome. How we're going to start today is we're just going to take a little pause. Okay. So, everybody just take a nice deep breath in and exhale it. Let it out. Perfect. We're just going to get ourselves present. We have started the month of February, and some of you guys, if you were here last week, I was talking about, I feel like my New Year's resolutions really haven't started until Sunday, until February. And so it's like, it's time, you guys, it's time to rock 2022. Okay. And how we're going to do that is we're just going to take a minute and get into our bodies and really, really be present. Okay. So wherever you are, I want you to just take a look around you. Okay. Just look around you and get yourself present to where you are. Okay. If you can put your feet on the ground, that's great. Both feet on the ground, put your shoulders back, open up your chest area. Perfect. Welcome. And we're going to go ahead and just get present. Get present to your surroundings, the chair you're sitting on or the bed. Yes, exactly. If you feel any tensions in your shoulder, just go ahead and release that. Perfect. So, a couple messages for this week, you guys. Mercury went direct. So, yay! You should have felt a little bit of a shift. I know I did. I felt like things were finally, I didn't feel so much pressure. Okay. And in fact, for the next 3 months, there's not going to be any planets in retrograde. So really, really, this is the time to take massive action. Okay. And not just action, like any old action, not like just your to-do list. Okay. It's really, really taking action towards like something that you desire, that's aligned with your soul, that you want to bring into existence. Okay. But take massive action. The next 3 months, like, let's ride that wave of the energy of no retrogrades. Okay. Okay. So no matter what the case is, like whatever is going on where you are, wherever you've been in your resolutions or not resolutions, all of those different things, you want to just start newly. Okay. February really, really brings this new energy for us to really, really move forward in our visions. Okay. The second thing is they were talking about taking a pause. Okay. So you know how we got on, it's like, let's breathe. Let's get present to our surroundings. We have been go, go, go for so long and so many years in the pandemic and all this stuff. It's been really hard on ourselves. So as you navigate and take massive action, you guys, don't forget to pause and like get in tune with your soul, tap into your heart, keep coming back to your heart center. Okay, you guys, you are completely loved and taken care of, and you just got to keep stepping into that. Okay. So let's go ahead. If you're new here, I just want to let you know we are doing a frequency reading, okay, for the collective. We're just getting a guidance onto where the frequency is for the collective and how we want to navigate that and what kind of messages that can help us navigate for the week. Okay. All right, you guys. So let's get started. Did we have this last time? Did we have guilt last time? Did we have guilt? Okay. I shuffled these like 4 different times. So guilt, you guys. I mean, it's funny because I was just thinking about like when you have like a really, really great moment, right? Like, or like you get like a bunch of success. Sometimes it's really hard to like, it's like, you look around, it's like, oh my God, is it really happening? Is this really happening? And you kind of hunker down. So guilt is another thing that is coming up this week, you guys. So think about it. We had enlightenment, a very, very high soul collective frequency, right? And now we've had 2 weeks of guilt. Okay. So where else do you feel guilty? Here, let me show you guys. Okay. Guilt. Guilt is the feeling of having committed a specified or implied offense or crime. This frequency comes from generations of distortions. It will distract you from your purpose and stunt you in your growth. There is nothing that you can do unless you forgive yourself. Ask the angels to help you release the attachment to guilt, change your perception, and to help you forgive yourself. Okay, you guys. So guilt is, there's two different variations, okay? And I think what they're coming at us with here is this is really, really about the success that you've been creating, okay? Or maybe you feel good and you feel bad about feeling good, or maybe some of these things are starting to happen that, like, maybe there's miraculous healings, or like financial support, or like you started to build these friends around you, right? And there's a little bit of guilt, and it's like okay, like, and you don't want to share it or whatever. Like, guilt is like that you're doing something wrong, or like that you shouldn't brag or anything like that. But I want you to know that everywhere around there, I think it's because we had enlightenment. Okay, it was such a high frequency that, like, it's taken us 2 weeks of like guilt to kind of balance out the scales for ourselves. Okay, but you want to know that guilt, it's not bad to have guilt. Lower frequencies are not bad; they're just lower frequencies. Okay, and guilt is, in a way, a protection for ourselves. Okay, it's a protection, like, to hold our dreams and visions sacred, right? Like, don't share it feeling guilty, like, like, oh my gosh, like, you don't want to express it. Okay, but I want you to know that guilt is a lower frequency. Okay, and you want to keep stepping out of that, and really, really, you guys, own your power, own your success. We all preach gratitude, right? Like, list your 10 gratitudes, and we preach that, but you want to know, like, you want to live that. But it's like we're doing it in secret. I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, right? And we feel guilty because, like, we're still in a pandemic, and there's a lot of people suffering and losing jobs and being ill, right? But we're like, oh my gosh, right? And we feel guilty, but we're always like, have gratitude for it, have gratitude for it, right? And so, like, it's, you want to keep stepping into the gratitude and sharing your successes. Okay, now do it appropriately, you guys. If, like, somebody's in total breakdown or somebody's totally falling apart, don't, like, go over there bragging about all your successes. Be mindful of the people around you. Okay, but there is an opportunity for the guilt to be present, right? To allow space for it, but to transition and move up to a higher frequency. Okay, and that's really by gratitude is one of the ways that they're telling me right now that will be really, really impactful to kind of move out of the space of guilt and into a higher frequency. Okay, you guys, so what is the oil message? Ginger. Perfect. Okay, so ginger, I'll show you ginger. Perfect. Okay, you are powerful beyond your conscious understanding. You are meant to be bold and brave. Your soul knows no limits. It perceives no bounds. Your limitations come from the ego point of view. You do not have to see yourself as a victim of your circumstances. You can take full responsibility for the direction of your life. Be fierce and courageous in what you claim for yourself. Today, I choose to take responsibility for me powerfully. I would also add, like, taking responsibility for the power that you have. Okay. You are so powerful, and you can really change the direction of your life. So if things aren't going that great, you can change that direction. Okay. Be fierce and courageous in what you claim for yourself. So this is like another thing, if we're dealing with, oh, that's so funny. This card was flipped up now. Grief. So we're probably dealing with a little bit of grief and guilt. Anyways, the card for the week was guilt, you guys. And this ginger is really this ginger frequency, which, if you have the ginger essential oil, it goes around the belly button. But if you want to just take a minute, we'll just ask the angels to really, really download the frequency of ginger essential oil around our belly buttons. This is going to help us kind of fall in love with ourselves again, you guys. This one is meant for, like, it was talking about your soul knows no bounds, right? Your soul is limitless. Your soul can dream big. We don't even allow ourselves to dream big, especially when we start to feel guilty. We're like, oh my God, maybe I'm dreaming too big. Oh man, things are going to start happening and I'm starting to get to what I want, right? So this is really, like, ginger is really like helping us to self-love again. So just get present. Oh, yes. Think about how much, if you really stopped and just looked at what you've done for yourself, for your family, for your friends, like who you've become in like the last 2 years in the pandemic, you probably would be moved to tears if you really, really think about your accomplishments. And I'm not necessarily talking about, you know, like things like certifications. I'm talking about when you listen to that friend, or you held somebody's hand while they're in the hospital, or it's like those brief moments. Think about all those accomplishments, or about, holding space for your kids, when they're navigating, like who did they become in the middle of a pandemic, right? Or as you're aging and you're inquiring into like, wow, what's my new capacities and where do I go from here, or seeing new things for yourself, embracing all of that, falling in love with your soul. So that, and oh, how funny the vibe, I forgot. They're funny. Okay, so the vibe up this month is love your soul. So I'm guessing that's probably why that's coming in. I totally forgot. It's about love your soul, okay? And that's those little moments, you guys. And how much of life are we just not present in those little moments? And it's like when you get to listen to somebody share their story, or, when somebody's going through something and you can see the other side and you just keep holding space for them. Okay. Love and embrace all of that. Fall in love with their soul and fall in love with your own soul. Okay. All right. So let's see what the message is from the crystal. Aventurine, create your own luck. Create your own luck. So, you guys, I mean, this one is so great. Actually, I've been seeing this one a lot, so it's interesting that it's coming up. Let's see. Let's see what the message is. Luck starts with you. Simply by changing your energy, you have the power to shape your own fate. The first step is to align your thoughts, beliefs, and energy with what you want. Once you are fully aligned, you can attract opportunities you desire to accomplish your goals. Like a magnet, you can set yourself up for the best possible outcome in any situation. Your luck is not a coincidence, it is your own creation. Do you believe you are lucky? What area of your life could use an infusion of luck? How can you stay open to opportunities? Oh, this is so perfect. So the affirmation is that I'm a magnet for good fortune. So this is really, really about creating your own luck. And, one of the things it's talking about is that it starts with you, okay? But if you have this belief that you can create your own luck, right? Then luck is easy to attract, okay? Then you start to feel and sense all these opportunities. But creating your own luck is something that it's a natural thing. It's not something that's like hidden, or like you can't create. Like if you were in my actualizing versus manifesting course, I was talking about that you are already a master manifester. Okay. And with this card, they're wanting to remind us that we are lucky, that we create our own luck. Okay. And we are master manifestors. So you want to just keep stepping into that. Okay. All right. Let's see what the angel's message is. So sometimes they speak directly to you, sometimes they just give us a message. Let's see what they have to say to us this week. If you guys join a little late, the frequency for the collective is guilt again. So we're still in that frequency, which is not surprising. I was saying that we got enlightenment 2 weeks ago. So, we're still recovering from that one. We're like, oh my God, that's too high. Life can't be this good. How good can you stand your life? No, seriously, stop for a second. All these things that you've wanted, like, what if they're all there? Like, how good can you stand your life? Ooh, ask for help from others. Okay. So ask for help from others. And this is, I mean, it's like funny because, like, on one hand, it's like, no, you create your own luck, and you do. Okay. And I do feel that you will have like, the divine will bring people into your life that if you actually are paying attention, you will be able to ask for support. Sometimes it's actually just asking them a question or understanding where they're coming from. Like, how did they see the world? How are they, causing and creating their life? Get interested in that. Okay. So ask others for help. There are a lot of people out there who are willing to help. And not just that, you guys, ask your guides and your angels and your higher self for help. Okay. And it could be just like a little mental request. You don't have to be, have a PhD in like how to, I don't know, whatever, right? Like all there is a pause and you can just silently ask in your mind for the help that you need. Like, please show me a sign. Is there something I need to be doing? Is there a direction? Bring me a person that can cross my path that all of a sudden it's like a new opening. Okay. So ask for help. And for those of you who are maybe near the low frequency of guilt and you're kind of struggling to kind of get out of there, ask for help. Okay. Reach out to people. There are a lot of people, especially right now, who want to help, who want to be there. Okay. All right, you guys, so let's see what the soul journey is. Okay. All righty, let's see here. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Will always guide me correctly. Okay. So this is really, really pay attention to your intuition. Okay. There's probably some things that you've been ignoring or that it's been hinting at. Now's the time. It's, when Mercury is in retrograde, that is a time to kind of hold back, it's kind of like, right? But now is the time to like go out there, take your massive action, make sure you're aligned with yourself and your soul, right? Fall in love with your soul and start to trust that those little voices, sometimes they're loud voices, okay? Like sometimes y'all need a 2x4 and that happens too, but this is really, really trust the inner voice and step into where you have been wanting to go. For many of us, the last 2 years is like kind of put our life on hold. It's like, oh, wait till we're after the pandemic. Wait till I make this much money. Wait till I lose this weight. Wait till I have like all that stuff. No, trust now. Ask for help and trust. Okay. Trust your inner voice. Trust that the people crossing your path are for your highest good, no matter if it's a lesson or an explosion of next level results for you. Okay. All right, you guys. Let's see here. The earth can be a tricky place, but you have been given a tool to help you navigate through the murky waters. Your intuition. How perfect. You must learn to tell the difference between ego talk and soul talk, and then trust your soul. Once you get into the habit of following your intuition, you will come to practice this discernment externally. You will be able to know if a person or situation is trustworthy, but it all begins with listening to your inner voice. Exercise it like a muscle, and when you determine that it is always right, and wisdom will spread out and influence everything that you do, decisions will seem easier. Your soul only wants what is best for you, and you must learn to trust it. So perfect, you guys. For those of you who are still in the discerning of your ego versus soul, keep hanging out with us. The further we go, I had the soul planner workshop, and the further we go and explore and really work on aligning our souls and us with our higher purpose and all of that stuff, you will start to be able to discern more and more every day. Okay. And listen, the thing is like, you guys, it's not like be perfect out of the gate. It's practice. Okay. Practice, practice, practice. That's what my boyfriend always says. He's like, you just need more practice. So if you're uncertain about whether it's the inner voice and your intuition versus like your ego, it's okay. Practice. Okay. Like you might go down a path and be like, oh yeah, that was definitely ego. But then you'll start to get more and more distinguished as to which is which. Okay. So, and I always say, stop, take a breath, right? Sometimes feel your heartbeat, get connected with your heart, and then move forward. Okay. So really, really, you guys, what fabulous messages. I am so grateful that you're here and that you took the time out. It's going to be a great 3 months, I think. And I'm saying, you guys, so, and life's going to happen. It's always going to happen, but really, really step into your power. Ask for help when you need it. Trust your inner intuitions. Okay, you guys, and create your own luck. fall in love with your soul. So that's it for today. You guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks.